Greetings. So this will be a rather short video, probably. And I'm actually, in fact, definitely ascertaining one thing in this whole video. Toxic masculinity, actually, in fact, most definitely doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It's an imaginary, nearly schizophrenic delusion of really deranged, mentally ill feminists. It doesn't even make sense as the term. Toxic masculinity. What are they replying? Oh, you lift weights? You actually surpass other men? Toxic masculinity! Oh! This is what this is an extremely emotional, hyper emotional reaction. That's what it is in fact. It's an actually, in fact, really hyper emotional, miserable term born out of emotions, of really bad heart emotions, particularly the woman, because they bad heartedly don't want men to actually be more testosteronic, more masculine. They don't want to be them because they see these are the fed, especially if you're a man that's not naturally like a bad boy, and testosterone actually makes you testosteronizes your brain. It makes you a bad boy. They don't want men to be actually be bad boys and actually get them because they're afraid. They basically said, don't lift because that's they're actually, in fact, hyper emotional rambling in their misery, hitting their ass down as in crying tears. No, 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 no. This is how it is. As they actually cry in tears, they say, like, no, no, you bitch. Mother Nature made you a bitch. You can, you must not surpass your bitch nature. This is what it is. This is what the term is. It's basically the bad heart. The actually, in fact, extremely mentally ill, hardwiring, and actually, in fact, always still the most hyper emotional nevrotic woman don't want you to succeed. They want you to be more strong, more bad boy, because they want things. They don't want you to actually progress. They want you to be a bitch, as you supposedly naturally are, but it's not natural anyway. It's how your parents raised you. If you're raised by parents who always put how do you say it, limits, always neurotically say don't do this, don't do that, don't do the other things, don't do this, be like that. No, I won't be like that. I will be how the fuck I want to be. This is how it actually is. I actually, in fact, only definitely choose. And don't re-annoy me by actually neurotically crying for my behavior. Look your behavior and mind your fucking business. This is how you should tell your parents. I actually want to have whatever personality I choose to have. You won't personality police me neurotically because they don't fit your little hyper emotional neurotic standards. This is not how it works. Alright? You have to to actually, in fact, put boundaries and say, no, not this. It's very simple, right? It's not. It's not. Because they're always going to, for example, don't be like that, be this. No, no. I actually be what I actually, in fact, 100% determinedly decide to be. This is what women want this because they want to eunuchize men. They want men to be eunuchs, right? They want men to be this, but they don't want. These are not necessarily the men they want, the betas, alright? They want to beta male men. This is how it is. The masculinity was always about action, in fact, the most still always fearless conquest and dominance over others, over men. This is how it was always been. That's what masculinity is. It exists in the sphere of masculine dominance and achievement and action, while femininity doesn't exist in that realm. Femininity doesn't exist in this realm. And this is what women probably realize this, is subconsciously but they don't want to admit it because they're virtually signaling uh, hyper emotionally neurotic subhumans, basically. They don't want to admit it. And this is why we actually choose a bear. Because women right now, with the Clancy, whatever is her name was, situation, actually in fact, 100% scientifically showed us they're actually in fact the most severely mentally ill and the most creepily deranged weirdos, the woman. And that's why we actually in fact choose the bear, the she bear, over them. Because they actually support the murderer. She murdered her 3 children, and they definitely need psychiatric hospital. The woman, this sick psychiatric hospital and treatment immediately. Because the old pills, inform your psychiatrics to double your dose, because the old pills don't catch you, my little bird. Don't catch you. Okay, so, get your psychiatric hospital, because your man woman needs psychiatric hospital immediately. Go be locked in the psychiatric hospital and stop your bullshits. Your really schizophrenic deranged bullshits, hyper-emotional deranged bullshits. I choose the bear. No, you actually, in fact, most definitely don't choose the bear, and we actually choose the bear because you actually, in fact, always